Today is the last day of our Made in the DMV week, and Holly's been featuring companies in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia that make their own products.
Today, she is at Abuelita, Mexican Foods, making tortilla chips. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. Don't you really think tortilla chips go with any meal?
Yes.
Right? I mean, and if you're going to eat them, you might as well eat some that are made locally right here in Manassas Park, Virginia. That's where Abuelita Mexican Foods is, and where we're spending our morning with the president and the vice president, which happen to also be father-son. This is Gene Suarez and Gene Suarez Sr., Jr. Good morning. Thank you for letting us be here. This is a whole lot of fun. First of all, I wanted to ask you about the name, Abuelita. That's a specific person?
Old grandmother after my mother.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Everything we do here, Nana, Abuelita, Carmen, they're all trade names after my mother.
She would be very proud of you, I think.
Well, I think so.
And now, did she teach you how to cook good Mexican food?
Yes.
Yes. Or you just ate her good cooking?
She taught us how to cook.
She did. And now you're transferring it. We're all getting to enjoy it. So we're watching tortilla strips being made. This is where we left off last hour. So now where do we go from here?
Well, after the chips have been cooled, they're transferred to the end of the fryer. They go through a submersion process. We flash fry about 325 degrees.
What kind of oil?
We use peanut oil, which is a hot press oil, non-allergenic. And once they've been fried, they come out of the end of the fryer. They're sequenced for about 15 seconds, 20 seconds to get. This is 1,000 pounds an hour right now.
Oh, wow.
And they'll go through a tumbler, seasoned applicator, where we'll apply sea salt for this particular product. Once they've moved out of the seasoned applicator, we affectionately call this the kiddie ride. It's a large conveyor. On over to the matrix packaging machine.
How long, as we're watching this, I love assembly lines, I just think they're the coolest thing, but how long did it take for you all actually to perfect your recipe to get it to work?
Standard, very traditional recipe. As long as you use good corn, good grinding stones, and people that know how to grind and cook, the recipe doesn't change.
We still learn every day with the technology.
Well, that's true, too.
Yeah, the technology have to keep us aware of continuously what we're doing.
Since you guys have been in this for 40 years, what's the biggest changes you've seen over 4 decades?
Packaging equipment and customer education. People are a lot more in tune with the foods that we eat, so we have to continuously make sure that we're providing.
That's a really interesting point, because when I was reading about you guys, you were the first to really make Mexican food products in our area, in the greater Washington area.
You were the first.
You were the first.
Yeah,
you were the first. And so the expectation at that time, people didn't know what to expect, or didn't, have anything that they for sure knew that they wanted. But over time, and now Mexican food is so popular, you're right. People, you probably get more, not only are you educating the consumers more, but they're also giving you feedback in terms of what they want.
Absolutely. And that caused us to expand our lines into prepared foods, corn tortillas, flour tortillas. We traditionally started as a tortilla manufacturer. That's all we did was make corn tortillas. And little by little, now we're primarily a large chip manufacturer. We have.
And I guess if your chips are good, you really don't have to dip them in anything, right? You can just eat the chips.
Exactly.
So I think we might need to try some.
Absolutely.
I think I know the right two people. If you give me a sampling. All right.
Very best.
FoxTV.com is our website. We have a link to Abuelita Mexican Foods if you want to find out more about where their products are available or what all products they have available. But coming up in the next hour, we're going to talk more about packaging and, yes, tasting. And we might even have a little end of the week Made in the DMV treat for you all back in the studio.
Can't wait, Holly. Thank you. It's been a fun week. Well, there are so many ways to help support homeless animals.